I just got on Twitter, and I got on Twitter because I saw one of my friends post tweets about it on his Instagram story, and I was like, I should probably check this out because I was really interested in the men's self-improvement corner of the internet, which has kind of been dubbed the manosphere. I
Yeah.
think there are much better terms for it than that. I'm not super like the connotations of the manosphere is not what it used to be. But
Yeah.
at that point in time, it was late 2019, and I I was just scrolling through Twitter, and it was becoming more and more apparent to me that there were people on Twitter that were selling courses and were making money off of Twitter. And at that time, I was making $10 an hour as a sales associate at a used sporting goods store. So this idea of being able to make money online was really, really appealing, but I had no idea how any of it worked. Like online money was not anything that I was exposed to. It wasn't even something that I had connected in my mind that people are doing this, because it always seemed like, the big corporations were the ones that were really profiting off of online business.
Yeah. It's like a far-fetched fantasy.
Yeah, dude, it was a surreal thing. Like, that first limiting belief, like, oh no, I can't do that. That can't be me. Like, that's not gonna work. But then a few months later, early 2020, I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw a tweet from Jose Rosado that said, if you've solved a problem and it's a problem that other people need help solving, then you can write an ebook on solving that problem, and you can sell it for $20, sell 5 copies a day. That's $100 a day. And for most people, that's enough to replace their 9 to 5. And for me, I was like, well, that's more than enough to replace like 3 of mine, because I was making such small, and I was going on part-time. And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, what can I help people on? And at that time, I was 20 years old, and the corner of the internet, it was a mesh of like people talking about being better husbands and people talking about being better fathers, and I'm neither of those things. I'm not married. I don't have kids. And I was like, what's something that men need help with that a lot of men struggle with? And it clicked for me, and I was like, oh, I stopped watching porn. And I know that a lot of people struggle with that, something that I struggled with. So the first info product that I created was an ebook. And it just detailed, it was a recollection of what I had done that helped me quit. And I was able to turn that into actual steps that other people can implement. So I started selling a copy of this ebook back before I even had 400 followers. And I remember the very first day that I made my very first sale, because I was running pre-orders, because this course that Jose Rosado was like, you need to do pre-orders. So I was like, all right, I'll do pre-orders. And I woke up one morning to my first, you've made a sale for $12. And at
You're
that
like, holy
time,
shit, this
people
is
were
real.
talking about, dude, I was like, oh my goodness, I made online money.
Yeah.
And people were talking about you've made it when you've made money in your sleep, and the key to success is passive income. And I was like, I got a passive income and I just made money in my sleep. This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So I ended up having like a $120 pre-order run, which, dude, that was like I would make maybe $250 bi-weekly at my first job, like, because I was just part-time.